I think there comes a point in everyone's day when you know that you are no longer going to be productive. Unfortunately, that happened for me at about 9:45 this morning. Just thinking about what I would be busy with the next couple of days had me experiencing 9 of the 10 most common symptoms known to anxiety and death, according to WebMD, which then took up yet another spot on my to-do list. Check with doctor about anxiety problems before August 2014. My being busy addiction started about my freshman year of high school when I started signing up for classes and activities. I had people coming at me from every direction, telling me what I needed to do, needed to learn, needed to know, needed to try, needed to be good at in order to be successful. Now, I know that they only wanted what was best for me, but I became victim of society's theory implying the busier you are, the more impressive you seem. I was trying to be a softball player, a speech kid, a cheerleader, an actress, musician, honor roll student, exchange student, summer camp participant, student council delegate, etc., 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 and then find a job to pay for it all. All of these endeavors have their place, and they have all transformed me in some way, but do they really add value? Does busy mean important? Today, our society is so busy with being busy that we have pushed true productivity aside and are throwing away the chance to realize our potential. But one thing I'd like to point out before we get started, there are still 24 hours in a day, meaning that you are being given the same amount of time that was given to Nelson Mandela, Thomas Jefferson, Mother Teresa, and Albert Einstein. So if we are serious about creating an ideal world, building better businesses, losing some extra weight, or making more money, we have got to make some changes right now. We wear the "I'm so busy and overworked" badge like it's a gold medal. Somewhere we got confused and started thinking that busy is impressive, when busy doesn't mean squat. It doesn't mean that we are getting anything done, and it certainly doesn't mean that we are making our lives better and happier. Not knowing when your next break is happening is not impressive. It's sad. Skipping meals because you ran out of time is not impressive, it's unhealthy. And overcommitting is not impressive. It's stressful. I was being torn in so many directions that I forgot who I wanted to be before society told me who I should be. I did not want to do sports. I didn't want to sit in a classroom for 8 hours a day, and I didn't want to make my bed, especially if nobody was going to be in my room to see it anyway. I wanted to join advisory councils for politicians in my district. I wanted to intern at a law office, and I wanted to be a catalyst for change in my community, because that is where I found the most happiness and self-fulfillment. Although I realize that oftentimes we seem to overlook possible problems or obstacles that may cross our paths when trying to achieve a goal. Because naturally, we don't wake up in the morning thinking, "I really hope I suffer today." Trying to manage my priorities, contact people to help me achieve my goals, and finding ways to be proactive were time-consuming, and at moments difficult and overwhelming. But you see, that is when I learned that sometimes you have to run a 15-minute mile before you can run an 8-minute mile. Sometimes you have to take one college class at a time in order to keep up, and sometimes we have to seek fellowship in order to overcome a problem or addiction that we might have, and that is okay. The mile will still be the same distance, regardless of how long it takes you to run it. Your college degree will be the exact same degree as someone who graduated from Harvard in 4 years, and we all have our own problems and shortcomings that we can't come to terms with. Take into mind your role models and, quote, successful people in our lives. How many of them became this way because their resume includes being a basketball all-star, leader of church community service projects, organizer of peace movements across their country, and then having time to act at the local playhouse on the weekends? Okay, unless your BFF was like bitten by a radioactive spider and somehow became a conglomeration of Michael Jordan, Pope Francis, Lema Gbowie, and Idina Menzel, I think it's safe to say that they are known for one great achievement, not a million great achievements. Have you ever noticed that? We need to shift to a new frame of mind that focuses only on what is important to you, because although you cannot be known for everything, you can be known for something. People who have greatly impacted their communities have realized the value that life has and the importance behind every person and occupation, because no one is merely just a baseball catcher, just a mom, just a teacher, or just a banker, because every person on this planet has the power to do something wonderful in whatever stage of life they are in. Because there are 8-year-olds giving away their birthday presents to children with far less than them. Someone holding the door open for a stranger, a surgeon saving a patient's life, and a future world leader running outside to play soccer at recess with his or her friends. And being busy is not going to cut it. If we don't find what we enjoy most and wholeheartedly give it our attention, we may never realize that maybe the cure for cancer has been in front of us all along. Or that maybe the people who are hardest to love in this world are the ones that need it the most. We are just too busy to grasp the concept that it only takes one person, one idea to change someone else, a community, or a country, because the world is run by those who show up. And today, the being busy status symbol is becoming more prominent than ever in American society. And until we steer clear of always having to be busy, we may never find the true purpose in our lives. So die with memories, not dreams. Don't rush and never settle, because you put your pants on the same way as President Barack Obama, tennis star Serena Williams, and internet entrepreneur Mark Zuckerberg. One leg at a time.